don't wanna roll.
What's the worst that can happen, eh?
You will have to recap the session.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Lol. Nu, gal dar kas nors išrolins panašiai, kas ten žino.
Well, I know what happened really, but
Valera save Solarius.
No.
Stolps in a portrait is with a Z, in the chat with an S. Interesting.
Oh.
Well, anyway, last session, we sort of started where we left off the previous time, which is the case every single time. So, yeah, but which was me planning to sneak into the castle, since I had access to it and all of that, which I did. I got into the castle, found the king, and then at midnight, Darrion teleported in to where I am while I was transformed into a bug. He cured the king, told the king a message. If I remember correctly, it was not to trust someone. Was it Linda or Ragnarod? Something like that. I don't remember. Clara, wanna?
Forget.
I don't remember the specifics.
Yeah.
Probably Linda.
Yeah. do
So
not trust
Ragnarok makes
Linda.
more sense.
I think it was like don't trust the Ragnarods, but
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. And then teleported out to our two pals waiting back in the tavern, leaving me to fend for myself. And as I tried to escape, Linda somehow detected me and started shooting magic at me, but I managed to escape. And then, was it maybe the next morning or the morning after, we received guests. We received a very... Oh, actually, yeah, it was the very next morning, I think. Yeah. Knock, knock, bam! And Kasash, a half-giant, half-demon boy, broke in and started wrecking shit up. It was them with some other soldiers.
Yeah.
Basically, they stormed the place and attacked us. Smog was doing some tricky magic shit with controlling Earth and whatnot, and Kasash got unlucky with some rolls and whatnot, and was actually quite quickly dispatched. Me and my attempt to capture Smog and not kill him gave him a chance to attack me instead, and got downed with -24, which is instant death. Just one shy of a gruesome splatter of blood. And yeah, Smog attacked me. I crumpled to the ground with a loud crack, and that's where we stopped.
Just also a reminder that outside it's rainy and it's a storm.
Don't remember that being a thing, but okay. Sure.
Neither.
Yeah, it was a thing.
It's totally not gonna be relevant, you guys. So yeah, I am not sure. I'm not sure if Smog attacked, if he did 2 actions or 1, but 1 for sure.
He did
so.
2 actions, but now
Okay.
it's too late.
Yeah.
He
Anyway.
did 2 actions which are heals, so eh.
What do you mean? 1 action killed me.
Alright, yeah, he killed you, he healed from combat, sustain, and then he cast another heal, essentially, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that's me dead. Smog's turn, and continue, guys.
Smog has ended his turn, so it's Armand's turn, actually.
Yeah. Oh, so basically, Armand and Stulps are there. Stulps is raging and I think broken through the earthen walls.
Spiky wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Took some damage, I think, and yeah.
Minor damage. So Armand, you see
So-
raging stoops breaking
So-
up a wall.
So he broke through. Armand definitely waits for him to actually exit the enclosure. You know, not to get in his way. So, and tries to. Can I see what's going on here from the hole?
You cannot.
Probably.
Well, I guess you see Darrion.
What is he doing?
I think. Sorry. Go on. I muted.
He is waving his hands and shouting something.
Probably there is something worth shouting at. So yeah, for now, Armand would like to skip a turn till. Actually, to hold a turn until Stubbs finishes his turn.
The fuck?
I know this track.
Can I?
Domina.
You want to do Overwatch? What exactly?
Hold action, something like that. Can I do that?
I think we don't have such an action to hold action. No. We
You
can
can.
do Overwatch. We can.
You can. Yeah.
Let me.
So
Okay, you hold action. How does it exactly work?
Basically, he delays action and he can do this at any point, essentially, that one action.
Okay.
Does he
yeah.
have to choose that action now, or
No, he just delays the action
then he will
until
have
then.
only one action then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Armand prepares to rush in after Stubbs. And that's what you call it.
Now I will roll something else. Okay. Yeah. Solarius is
I'm
dead.
dead.
Stoops, what do you do?
What do you do? I guess I want to rush out of this thing. Sorry, have someone who wants to play as well.
Yeah. Just know that due to the storm, the movement will be not exactly half. Half would be 75% less. I'd say.
Because of rain?
Yeah, storm.
How is storm impacting my movement?
I think he implies that it's muddy and shit.
Yeah, it's muddy, wet, vision is obscure outside, etc., etc.
Okay. So if my speed was 6, so how much speed do I have now?
If your speed 6, I guess 4?
5 is rounded up.
I guess 5.
Okay. Okay, I rush out. Okay, why is it either 4 or 6? Can I just use
Yeah, Alt,
Alt?
because one tile is 2 meters, that's why.
Guess rush out straight all the way here, so that I could look around. I can. can't move myself. Okay, now I can. And to sort of shout here, I guess I can see my colleagues here and that caster guy.
Yep.
So I use my remaining action just to move towards there. So. Okay, so should I just stop in the middle of the line or?
You should
You
just
can do
use,
alt.
You should just use run action and run into melee.
Okay, run action.
Well, he already spent an action, so he cannot use a run action.
Honestly, really does matter.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay, whatever. I'll just stop here.
Don't worry, next turn he will step on you.
Oh yeah, by the way, I should roll for bipolar.
Come on,
So
6 or more.
Right.
God damn it.
no. Armand actually looking very confused, goes out of the thing. Jesus, what's my speed?
Oh.
I remember. Bit 8. And it was from here. 2, 4, 6.
You're right clicking with your thing, yeah? Yeah.
With Q.
Yeah, love
Right.
it. Yeah. Oh, you can just drag your token and keep right clicking to add waypoints like this.
By the way, Armon, 75% reduction on speed when going outside.
I think then I'm about here. Sure,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's not much, but
So I mean 30% reduction.
yeah,
Or
25%
20%,
reduction.
Yeah.
Quarter. Okay.
Not much, but it's honest work. Okay. Assassins are dead. Darrion, your turn.
Well done. I teleport Smog between Armand and Stopes. What is his magical defense?
Let me check. Five.
He teleports right here.
Okay.
As my
That's-
second action,
You
That
just
is-
move, right?
yes.
That's evil.
That's some tactical thinking right there.
Thinking in portals, I would say.
The bar shifts. You notice as smoke transforms, looking exactly like Darrion.
He does
Oh no,
what?
which one is the true one?
He polymorphs to look like Darrion?
Yes.
Okay.
Before our
Imagine Stubbs, you go towards him, he disappears, turns right behind you. Valera runs behind you as well, and then he turns into Valera.
So I did not
Yeah.
see him transform into.
I don't think you did.
Why?
Because you were moving like this, and he teleported behind you.
So if somebody is moving straight, they cannot see what's happening behind them, right?
He was teleported.
Is that an actual mechanic in the game that you cannot see behind you, or
GM's ruling.
okay?
It's more fluff-wise, but yeah. Because you were moving, he was teleported.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, also he does heal from the combat health. Da, 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 da. He restores 7 health. Armon, I think, seeing him transform.
Wait, so do they transform together? Like, did Darrion actually move?
Darrion simply moved, and he, well, Smoke transformed. So because you were closer, you definitely seen him transform.
Okay, so sure, okay. So now is that my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
So the transformed motherfucker. I'm like, oh no! You transformed motherfucker! And hit him with my spear.
Sure. 1 physical resistance.
So considering my melee is 5, so I roll melee. Oh Jesus, let me find formula. Okay. 3 because of 2 penalty. And I miss.
Yeah.
Oh, actually 1.
Yeah, why 2?
Yeah, 1. Well, anyway, I missed.
Roll an extra die since you needed 4 anyway, so.
Why? I think I needed less because of the resistance, no?
Yeah, but you said you had 5 dice and you got -1.
Okay, so I rolled 5, so I should have rolled less. Doesn't matter.
5 minus 1 equals 4. You rolled 3. Roll 1
Well,
more.
because of the morale penalty of
Right, morale.
Ah.
God damn it! I was thinking, what is
Right.
happening? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, okay, I don't have multi-attack. So basically, yes, I warn Stubbs that there is some magical fuckery going on. In those
Okay.
exact terms.
There's magical fucker. Now, Darrion, from somewhere you don't know where, Wait. Wait. I need to remember.
Take your time. If there is any NPCs that are very crucial to the plot to be killed right now, drop them here.
What's your reaction? Physical.
You mean physical defense?
Yeah, physical defense.
1.
Okay. From out of nowhere, an arrow flies straight at you.
Good thing it knows which Darrion is real one. How much damage?
Seven damage.
Minus damage reduction, don't forget. Yeah.
Oh shit, damage reduction reduces damage?
I know, right?
Can't be. Sash is dead, Solarius is dead. Stoops, your turn.
Okay. I turn around. I see two Dariuses standing, and I heard Armand saying some sort of magic fuckery going on. So, yeah, it must be. There are two Darrions standing. Where did the ugly guy go? That's my turn. That's it.
Maybe the one Armand is attacking?
You either attack closest ally because you are, or you remove your berserker.
Okay, then. I move. I guess I cannot move over people, right? So who's closest, Armand or this Darrion guy?
Technically, the guy.
The guy.
Hey.
Okay.
Physical
I attack
defense?
the guy. What's his physical defense?
1.
Okay.
That's one
Should
dead
I-
dragon.
Degrees. Okay.
I attack him twice.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay, since somebody keeps on typing in Discord, it keeps blocking my roll 20 field.
Wow.
So,
That bastard.
what's my damage? 1d10 plus.
Yeah, he dies. Still looks like Darrion though. Yeah, describe the kill.
I guess consumed by rage and confused by two Darians, I decided that there can be only one.
That is correct.
So first I swing it from below and between the legs. The axe covers half, part ways to the body, so take it out and swing it from above and split him in two.
Yeah, he dies. He's split in two, but he doesn't change. He still looks like Darrion.
No, at least there's only one now. No more confusion. And before the end of my turn, can I calm down? since I can see no more enemies left. What's the roll?
Yeah.
Resistance, I think.
Resistance
Resistance.
6.
Yeah, resistance roll.
Success. I'm no longer raging.
Nice.
Even though I think there's still an enemy, but I don't see any enemies, so I calm down.
Darrion, you got fired by an arrow from somewhere.
Okay. Free move, one action move, one more
That's
action
a wall,
move
by
under
the
a
way.
table.
Don't forget this is a wall.
Okay, that's even better. I climb inside. The safety of earth
And your
rock.
speed is 70% less.
Yeah,
That
but
is okay.
he can move 3 times, so I'm pretty sure it's enough.
Yeah, he's a dark elf.
You deal with an archer.
An archer.
Armand,
Okay. So, Armand determined actually see the arrow approach. Oh, hit.
roll awareness minus 2. No,
Awareness.
minus 3 because it's, well, bad weather.
No point then. I will be rolling minus dice. Point. Okay, so Armand. Okay, is there anything left of Solarius actually?
Yeah, it just
you
collapsed with a
can
loud
look.
crack. But yeah.
So
Yeah,
Armand.
break body, so it's pretty much the body is crumbled, broken into pieces, shredded.
So Armand takes Solarius, picks up Solarius's body and starts to drag him towards the safety of the inn.
But there's a wall.
Okay,
Cannot
you
enter the inn.
yeah, roll athletics minus 1.
Oh yeah, the wall is still there, right?
Yeah.
But there's a window here.
Even better, yes, if there is a window.
If you want to drag Solarius through the window, minus 2 because you will have to somehow lift him.
Can he wait for me to help him and we can do like it together?
can we do
Whatever, you can do it alone or you can wait and then we can just do it together.
that? So yeah, basically Armand points is there anything to hide here other than, well, stabs? Like, is there some cover here?
Not exactly, it's rain, it's open area.
So yeah, basically Armand actually tries to like carry the body by himself. So minus 2, you say?
Yeah.
So again, no point. Okay, then Armand positions the body near the window and gestures at stabs to help vault it over inside. Can I do that?
Okay. Sure. He will get a bonus for you helping him. Although you will get, I guess. Armand, what's your physical defense?
Defense 3.
3. Okay. Okay, succeeds.
Wait, is it with the morale penalty or just?
For defense, it doesn't matter. Like they're trying to
Okay,
hit you.
sure.
Yeah.
You take 9 damage.
Damage
Then-
reduction stuff. Don't forget.
Okay. Armor rating
Yeah.
4. So 9 damage minus 4 or 5 damage. I'm at 2 HP. Okay.
Okay. Kasash is dead, Solarius is dead. Stoops, what do? You see Armon trying to drag Solarius, crumbled
Alright.
piece of flesh through the window.
I grab the meat bag and carrying him over the window inside.
Yeah, roll athletics.
Do I get any bonuses because we're doing it together?
You would get normal penalties like Armon, but I'm giving you 0 from
Okay.
all because you're getting fired at. It's dirty. It's a big pile of flesh, and you're carrying through the window, so 0 together.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed. Both you and
The meat bag.
Yay.
roll awareness. By the way, Armand and Stoops.
Where
With penalty.
-2.
All, both of us minus
No
2?
point.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff in your way, so you might not notice.
No point. I'd be at 0.
Okay, so you don't notice. Armon, Darrion, you can also roll awareness, but your awareness is with +1.
I'll remind you
No,
that
+2, I'll
Darrion
give you
does not
+2.
roll awareness.
Okay, you don't roll awareness.
It's your choice. He said you may roll.
Okay.
Why don't you roll?
Darrion, your turn. What do you do?
Doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It's beneath him. Anything that's worthy of attention is clear and obvious. He doesn't care for the small detail.
Yes, that is correct.
It's a very respectable position.
Can I cast transfer power on Smog? Would there be any mana in him still, if he's dead?
He's dead. I think there's still mana in him.
Okay, let's try. Do 90-10 on Smog. That is a success. I would drain up to this much mana. I halved, so up to 7 if he has that.
You drain 7 mana.
Noise. Then I scream in my little rock pod. There is an archer outside or inside somewhere, whatever.
Archer?
Whatever, guys.
Okay.
Whatever, just deal with it.
Armon, what do you do?
Well, Armand hides under a table.
Sure, you don't look outside, nothing, right? By the way, those red areas are essentially circles of walls, so they are non-traversable.
Okay.
Unless you break it like stulps, I imagine, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Armand takes a position behind between the table and the walls, crouching, and
Sure.
waits till somebody who actually can do something will. So. Well, that is, yeah, and screams like, "Taking cover! Taking cover!"
Sure. Stubbs, what do you do?
I keep on carrying Darrion's body deeper inside and laying down on the table if I can. Like
Do
here.
a CPR on my mangled body.
Should I roll
Žinai, geras,
Sure,
vet,
again?
geras veterinaras gali ir blogai iškeptą steiką prikelt.
roll
Tai
+1. Yeah, you succeed easily. Also, you can roll awareness with +0. Okay.
Yeah, and if I can shout out, I think Solarius is dead. Dead.
Darrion, you notice as let me see which one. Yeah.
Oh.
As 3 peasant-like people pretty much go and start dragging the body of Smog.
Did he teleport there?
No, they walked.
I imagine they ran up to, not just.
Yeah. Yeah, they ran up to him.
And all the muddy ground and all of that, so yeah.
Interesting.
Darrion,
It appears they will try to retrieve his body to resurrect him. I should perhaps do something about it. Okay, should I teleport the peasants to Stolps? A very practical solution so far.
Oh my god.
Should I teleport the corpse to Stolps? But then its fate will be unclear.
Well, they will follow
Should I
the corpse,
teleport myself
imagine.
to Stolps and be safe? Choices.
Teleport Stolps
I mean-
to them.
Oh, teleport Stolps to them. But wait, Stolps has just run inside. His intentions are to be inside, so do I want to go against Stolps' wishes?
Also, do you see him? Do you know where he is right now?
I always have a bond to Stolps.
Oh, sure. I was thinking area, but yeah.
yeah, it's strong, and it's good strong, I think.
Well, the way the magic works, you could do AoE transfer for more than one turn and transport Smog's body first and then yourself.
Wait, I'm calculating actually. Is it better to use a bond spell or an area spell? Actually, they both They both cost the same, except a bond spell is easier to cast. And Stulbs will not have magical defense penalty to my roll. So it is actually more convenient to teleport my allies to enemies than enemies to allies. Through a bond. Well then,
That's pretty good.
well then. Let me make the final calculations.
In the meantime, I do nothing.
Wait. Do you follow the white light?
That is 1.
I don't see any light so far.
Okay.
Maybe I
That's
don't
just
deserve the white light.
Uh-huh.
Do you see the red light? The
I
green light?
teleport
The yellow
Stulbs
light?
to peasants.
Like here?
Yes, exactly. On top of smog, so you would actually press it down with your body weight. It would be more difficult to carry out.
Oh my god, just look at that. Smog's surrounding effect plus the cross makes sort of a highlight for Stulb's avatar right now. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Stulbs, you suddenly get teleported and you're surrounded by simple-looking peasants
And what
I-
are they?
that
What
are
are
crouching down.
I shout from my rock pot, kill them! Do it! Do it! I end my turn.
Armand, what do you do?
I mean, for some reason do I see any kind of teleportation effects when like,
I think you would notice a huge guy just disappearing.
so like, no, seriously, just disappearing, or is there a teleportation effect, some kind of flash, some kind
No,
of...
he just vanished. You blinked
Oof.
and it's poop.
Poof. Not poof.
I mean, so carefully,
There's
Maybe-
only
carefully.
poop left behind.
maybe a little poop, but
Avoiding the windows, Armand moves closer to the window and takes a look outside. What does Armand see there?
Peasants. Oh, right. From that direction, you notice just a peasant, I guess, crouching down, trying to pick someone up. Which you could guess who.
So Armand shouts at the peasant, "Leave that body! He's ours!" And ends his turn. Armand just-
Also, this should have happened before. The moment Stulbs teleported, what's your physical defense, Stulbs?
1.
1. Okay. Yep. You take 11 damage.
Are you still
Oh.
standing?
Yeah, I mean,
From
I was full.
Overwatch.
I was full. I have drunk the heal potion.
Yeah,
Okay.
you restore 2d10 every turn for the entire combat, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah. Entire encounter. And you have less damage reduction now because you're not raging, but still you should have a decent amount.
I took 10 damage still.
And this one misses you. Okay. That's Stobs, what do? You're standing. There you notice peasants lying on the ground trying to drag someone up.
Okay. And I heard Darius saying, "Kill them." Well,
Yeah.
I'll look around, like 3 peasants all around me, and say, "Well, there was one thing I always wanted to try," and I turn around, swinging my axe, which is what I'm trying to say I'm doing. Blood cleave.
Okay. Their physical defense 3.
Peasants with 3 physical defense? Are they wearing plate armor?
No.
Okay. So 3, 5, minus so 6. The hell? 3 defense. We'll use souls. One soul. 2 souls. 3 souls. 4 souls. 5 souls. I guess I hit only one of them.
Okay. Which one?
Yes, this one.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. And since I didn't kill both of them, I used my second action just to simply hit. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
What
Badly
the fuck?
wounded, but pretty much the blade almost stops within him as you pull it out.
What kind of fucking peasants are you? And I just hit the other guy then. Just a normal hit. Since it seems it's
Okay.
pretty hard to hit them in the first place, so minus 3.
3.
So that will make it 8. Okay, a hit. Rolling damage.
Okay.
And since it's maximum I rolled, he's bleeding also.
Oh boy. 24, he dies.
Oh.
This guy is dead.
And since my potion is still active, I roll to heal.
2d10. Yeah. Those freaking potions are OP. I'll be giving enemies those potions as well at this point.
13, so I'm full.
Yeah, you heal 13.
That's it, my turn. They were fucking expensive.
Yeah. You notice as one of the assassins essentially simply
Assassins?
pulls something. One of the civilians pulls something out, like some sort of canister, and it starts to smoke.
So is he vaping or what's going on?
Yeah, it's pretty much vaping.
Okay.
The
the water
range of that.
rain doesn't interfere with that. No. Everything being wet and shit. Wind blowing the smoke away.
Smoke 5. Okay. So pretty much this happens.
And what does that mean?
Somebody farted.
It's pretty much smoke grenade.
Okay. You know I have blind fighting, right?
He probably didn't.
They don't know that.
Or they didn't, but yeah.
I mean, I'm barely blind within one eye, so of course I have blind fight.
One of the guys tries to pull. Okay. Let's see. You're standing on top. Let's say like this. Nope, it fails. It crit fails. Okay. You feel like one of the guys is trying to desperately pull the body of Darrion from under your feet, shouting and almost like screaming, giving away his position. Darrion, what do you do?
I guess I heal myself. For
Damn.
a lot. Wait, one.
Roll 2 more, you might get a crit.
Okay.
You heal for 54 HP.
No.
Oh, you have souls, that would...
Oh fuck no. This has went too long. I heal for 10, which is enough for me.
Do you do anything else?
Nah. I'm very comfortable in my pod.
Armand, what do you do?
Okay, so did we loot the big guy previous time?
Nope.
So Armand goes to the big guy and that big guy. If he's available and he's not too much into the wall, Armand starts to look on his body.
As
Bas-
you try to look for his body, you don't seem to find it.
There's
well,
no
that
body?
sucks.
There is no body.
Is there a nose? Or is there nobody knows?
You see a blood trail.
Okay, so blood trail leading where?
I'll draw it.
Wait, what did I miss?
Somehow the
Apparently-
body was dragged out of here.
Which body?
The
The big guy.
Oh,
Kashkash.
Kasash. Okay. Oh, that's probably that happened when he asked you to roll awareness when you were inside, went in through the window, and there's a bunch of
yes,
earthen
yes,
walls.
yes.
Why cannot I just freehand? Okay. You see a drag of blood like this.
So Armand follows the goes like, "I'll be right back. There is a body here trying to escape," and follows the blood trail.
Yeah, sure.
And from here, like, uh, like that. Okay. Do I see anything? Like maybe the
Nope.
body?
Nope. Just a blood going to the back door.
Okay.
So whoever was there, they succeeded athletics roll for 2 turns and dragged it all that way.
Actually, I didn't do an action. Can I?
It
just-
succeeded in more than 2 turns though. Because
Yeah.
most of you were outside during a certain period of time.
Okay. So can I do 2 move actions?
Sorry, what? You want more?
Can I do 2 move actions?
You already did the action move, right?
1, yes. Oh.
16 meters, so I think that's pretty much a move. 2 move actions.
So yeah, I
No?
just moved second time. Like I moved from like something like here to here. Right?
No,
Yeah.
there's move and full move. So that's full move, okay.
Okay, full move. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Solarius
There's a-
Stulps, what do
there's-
you do?
There's a door here, right?
Yeah, there's a door here.
Okay. I guess I swing the healthy guy. Like you're
Okay.
not. What's with all the smoke? What the hell? 3, right? So 8.
Yeah, you have blind fighting, so heavily obscure doesn't work.
It can be.
Is that how it works?
I can be completely blinded. It doesn't matter to me. In melee.
Okay. So just -3 then.
Ooh. Okay. I use a soul. And another soul. Okay. Roll Zimish.
Yeah, he dies.
And another hit on the barely alive guy.
Yeah.
And damage.
Yeah, he dies too.
Okay, that's my turn.
Assassin's move, Darrion, your turn.
I ask Stolps, have you killed the archer yet?
There's an archer.
I end my turn.
Smog, Armand, your turn.
Well, Armand is on a mission to find the body.
You might want to communicate to the rest what you're doing as you're doing it.
Yes, actually, I said that there's right up that the body is escaping, something like that. I said that when I.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. My bad.
Yes.
Apologies.
You open the door outside, right?
So Armand goes like, "Boy, here, body, body, here, body, body, body. I won't hurt you much. Here, body."
Okay. As you open the door outside, you notice pretty much the back of the tavern, leading into the alleyways. Roll awareness -2, I think, because it's stormy, it's rainy, so there's not much blood.
-2. So
Yeah.
0. I'm not rolling. I'm just spending my time looking around, looking
You
in
look
the map.
around. There's a few alleys that they could have moved essentially, but you don't notice where the blood leads to.
So Armand quickly returns to the tavern and tells to the others that move here, guys. The body is escaping. I think he might be a problem later. Like drop everything. Come here. Help me look for him.
I think we could end the combat scenario here as the smoke fades away, the assassins that were around Stolps are completely dead, and the body of Smog is secured.
Thank you.
Can still
Well then, since this is narrative time now, I see that nobody is shooting Stolps, right?
Nobody is shooting Stolps as if the assassin that was firing retreated.
Okay, well, I come out from my pot and say, I point at the half dragon corpse and say, we should burn it. It is
It's
too
Darrion's
dangerous to keep it.
corpse.
No, not Darren's corpse. We should burn it. It is too dangerous to keep it. They might have a bond with him and spy on us if we keep it.
Okay.
Or eventually recover it and resurrect him.
Behead it quickly or something and help me look for the other one.
No.
Feels
Drop it
bigger.
into the tavern. Burn the tavern.
Okay, I'll carry the body inside.
Before we do, we have to retrieve Darrion's corpse. We shouldn't be burning
It's
it.
here. I left it on the table.
Right. Well, since Darrion was our comrade, we
means
should.
Solarius.
All right, Solarius.
You self-absorbed, obsessed bastard.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about myself. Since he was our comrade. Wait. I was saying.
Armand was urging to go help him find the missing body, and Stolp says like, we're never gonna find it.
Yeah, I'll agree with Stolps. The rain will mask the blood, and the city is too big to just follow blindly.
That is just well-born logic, like true well-born logic. You should believe in yourself. You can do it. I believe in you.
Does any one of you have the Rager?
What?
A what?
How is personal trait that takes insults?
No.
I do.
Bloodthirst. No, not bloodthirsty.
Short-tempered?
He just called you low-born. You're
That is
short-tempered.
okay.
He just called you
The
low-born.
short-tempered lets me pass. For this one. Anyway.
I didn't actually call them low-born. I said it's low-born logic.
Anyway, I'm attempting to finish my sentence for the 10th time. No interruptions, right? Okay, thank you.
sorry.
Well,
polite not to interrupt. Solarius was our comrade, and since he is dead, we should at least give him a burial, a funeral.
Sounds good to me, yeah.
Can't you guys bring him back to life or something?
Well, the potions only work if you're still alive, but if you're dead, then I don't know.
Yeah, and I have not enough mana to bring him back. By the time I restore mana, his soul will be fully in afterlife.
Can you take
outside of
mana
my
from
reach.
his body?
What?
Can you take mana from his body?
Sure, during the funeral.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Can't you take mana from the bodies that we have laying around here in great amounts?
Well, it appears that the rules of nature have changed since yesterday, Now, non-caster bodies no longer hold any mana inside them. Should you not?
Well,
Perhaps an old god has uttered a new god speech and altered the universe.
so can we quickly find some kind of like caster, murder him, and take his mana?
Yes, right there on this table. His name was Solarius.
So can you take his mana to resurrect him?
Oh, you're implying to actually use his mana to resurrect him. That is a very good point, but I think it would be best to lay him to rest.
Why?
I mean, he's dead, so what else can we do?
Yeah.
Apparently resurrect him using his mana, but okay.
Don't you don't you want him to have eternal rest?
Why the fuck would they want that?
As you
Um,
talk,
Remind me.
you hear a loud bang.
Oh, not again.
Oh, not again. I don't like loud bangs. Quiet bangs are the good ones. Tender
Somewhere
bangs
far
are
in
even
the
better.
distance.
What?
That even is louder than the thunder.
So there was an explosion in the distance?
And a bang.
You don't see any explosion, just the sound.
Solarius tries to figure out what kind of bang that was. Oh wait, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Anyway, just let's retrieve Solarius' body, burn everything else here in the tavern, and lay low for a time.
Yeah, but do you see that guy looks like you?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be funny just to maybe have part of him with you, just to have like another part of you with you, and I
Ew.
slash off his head off.
As you look at the body and blink just a few moments, it just simply poofs out of existence.
Well, we talked too much. Now they teleported him to their hideout.
So when I said that when I started swinging, on that exact moment, the body disappeared.
When you were talking and looking and asking Darrion about the body.
Okay.
Perhaps there is a lesson in
Moments
this.
after the bang.
Like, don't question Darrion, or do what Darrion says. I don't know which one. Anyway, let's retrieve Solarius and go somewhere else.
Yes,
Sure.
Solarius is still on the table.
I mean, not much else seems we can do here. Oh, yeah, sure, okay. Let's take the booty.
Said like a true Scottish man.
Right.
Do you have any hidey hole in mind?
I don't. Except that one place we cleared from the Ragnarok cultists. I think we killed the owner and his friends and his family. So the house could be theoretically empty.
Okay, let's try. I'm sure they won't look for us there.
It's actually pretty close by, so you wouldn't have any troubles getting there.
Do you guys want to check the pockets of all these dead dudes all around us?
Yes,
I mean,
yes, of course, before we cut out.
couldn't check the pockets of that caster guy, caster guy before, because he just looked like Darrion, and when I took his clothes off, it just was disappearing. So
Maybe there was his true clothes somewhere underneath. What do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, sure, we'll look around their stuff and see what's there.
So
there
you
any
try to
quick pat down
the
to see
bodies.
if there's any papers or anything interesting?
No papers. You do notice that each one of them has, of course, simple basic daggers. Let me check on the armors. Wait, first let me check on the daggers. What type of daggers?
So
Not bonus. Weapon main description. Simple simple daggers and armors. Where's the armor table?
I mean, I'm not gonna address them anyway, so don't bother. Unless anyone else is interested.
Chainmail. Pretty much they wearing chainmail, but it is completely damaged because someone's axe went straight through it, breaking
Like I
it.
said, don't bother describing the armor. I'm not gonna address them anyways.
Any
Okay.
kind of
But they're wearing
potions?
chainmail.
Any kind of like
No potions, no nothing.
any more of those smoke things?
Sure, you find one additional smoke.
So let's
From a
hurry
guy
up
that
and
died a bit too soon.
let's move out of here.
So
Whatever. I
yeah,
don't care.
Armand takes a smoke grenade.
I maybe just take cover a couple of those cloaks from those just to cover Solario's body, just so wouldn't be like us if we're carrying a dead body with us.
Sure,
Yes,
To
there's
cover it up.
plenty of cloaks.
Yeah,
let's
and
pack him
By
like
the
a
way, Armand,
gentleman.
it's called smoke petard.
Okay. So it's smoke petard and not smoke grenade. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We pack him into cloaks and prepare him for transportation. Well, anybody? Wait, is the rain still going?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a really heavy storm.
and it's morning, right?
Moist.
Can't remember.
Yeah,
It
it's
was morning.
early morning.
So
Good way to
we
start your day, as they say.
so we're
Excellent.
carrying the Solarius body to the other inn.
Not
So-
exactly the inn, to the cellar of Old Ragnarok base, which you killed the owners of.
The
Do we
place where I
remember?
went as a cockroach.
Wasn't it empty before when we arrived?
Oh, you mean that place? I thought the place where during the event with silencers, where you
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry. I
So
thought you were
was it
talking
not
about the
an
other place. Okay.
was that not
Yeah.
an inn?
yeah, there was another place which is closer to this inn. Yeah.
Just
If
go
you
somewhere,
carry
please.
the body there,
Yeah, I mean whatever. I don't
sorry,
know what else to do with the body, and I mean Darrion wants to bury it or burn it. I don't know. Armon wants to resurrect it but doesn't know how, and I don't know what to do with the dead body. So I'm just carrying it
Oh.
wherever my partners will want to bring it to. So
Well, Armand may be going against the traditions of his land, but you, a free person, may decide to do whatever you want.
See, Armand doesn't think that, well, do the traditions apply to unbelievers?
I mean, are we still standing here and talking?
I imagine
that's
you
what I
were
want to
having
know.
this conversation while walking, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've heard someone say that you left. Or
Yeah.
am I wrong?
Okay.
Okay,
I don't know.
finally.
To which cellar do you go?
It doesn't matter. The closest one. Less walking.
Okay, the closest. As you start entering the cellar, you smell the stench of death and decay, as the corpses are still there rotting.
Lovely.
Great.
Smells
Actually,
like
what is the correct tradition of burial in our like dead goddess worshipping culture?
In your culture, the dead should stay dead. Very simple. It means if somebody died, he should be dead. If somebody is undead, he should be made dead again.
He's so useful.
Yeah, but he's asking the like rituals that
Yes.
that he should perform.
Nondescribed. Whatever you feel fits.
Okay, great. So basically, Armand place the body to the place of death. And like,
Well, I wish he was alive. Actually, I mean, he was kind of helpful, but
yes, does that to people. It makes you wish they were actually alive sometimes.
Yes.
I would say this
Actually,
means.
since I met Solarius, I knew this day would come someday, and I actually wrote a speech many weeks ago. I thought this moment would come sooner, but he
You bastard.
he surprised me.
You would have appreciated it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
As far as I know, he is from the east, from some kind of islands. I don't know if they bury or burn their dead there. So how do we dispose of his body?
let's bury it.
Is the cellar? Does the cellar actually have like a stone floor or like dirt
It's wooden
floor?
floor with hard rock.
Oh, okay. Uh,
And blood has seeped through the floorboards and dried out a long time ago.
Well, if you look at this place, the cellar's like a big coffin, right? And it's on the ground, so if we just leave him here, it will count as being buried.
At least fucking dig a hole in the backyard and bury me, you heartless heathens. Unbelievable.
yes, I think would have actually appreciated having the whole cellar to himself after that.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds like a great
One
idea.
man's cellar is another man's crypt.
I guess I use my axe to uncover the planks on the floor and start like trying to move the stones away to uncover the earth beneath.
But imagine being buried in like your own private real estate. Like,
While he's talking, I'm still doing that.
okay, I sigh and join him in doing that.
How much time has passed since Solarius' death?
Probably 30 minutes, maybe even less, 20 minutes at this point.
20 minutes. Okay, so we will start the ceremony in 4 hours and 30 minutes.
What?
It is a sacred hour.
That is awfully specific.
I look at my wrist as if I'm having a watch in 4 hours and 30 minutes.
Sure.
Should we check if he left a will, like an inheritance or something?
Sure. I
Check
look.
his pockets if
I-
there's
yeah.
a paper or
Let's
something.
go through his belongings. What does he have?
I did not leave a will.
Oh, you should have.
And my belongings are as follows.
I mean, if there's no will, I don't care. I was just looking for a piece of paper.
I have literally one golden coin.
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm.
horse!
Technically, you're
There's a horse, look!
Oh,
In a
he must have had
stable.
manacles. He had
Maybe it's like
manacles.
so let me.
maybe it's like a permit of ownership. One horse. Anyway, I heard that the savages of the north buried their dead together with their belongings. So let's
Should
bury
we
him with
bring
his
in?
belongings.
Should we bring in the horse too?
Maybe let's just maybe just claim the horse. I mean, I don't have a horse.
I do.
Armand, do you have a horse?
I think
He
we
does.
do. That was a long time ago, but I think it's still somewhere here.
Well, then anyway,
So,
I
how
guess
deep?
we.
How deep should I dig it? How deep did I dig it so far? Just by using, I guess, my axe. The only tool, since I don't really have any other tools.
At least 6 feet. Donate?
Yeah. Do you have a shovel or something to dig with?
We only have improvised weaponry.
Athletic. Well, I guess Tulps could use his axe.
Yeah.
Mm. Athletics -2 because it's improvised. It's
I mean,
no.
if
Even
they take their time, does it
no
matter really?
minus.
I mean, look, Stolps.
Yes,
At
-3.
At least half of a meter is enough.
Okay, -3.
Yes.
If we with Armand help him, will he get +2 dice?
He succeeded already.
He needs no help.
No, he succeeded. Yeah, you dig out. There were some troubling parts. You almost had fears that you might have chipped your axe, but it's all fine.
Hold on. We wait for the right time and then I'll tell the speech and we bury him.
Should I look for some candles or something, or?
Sure. Let's make it more special. And I stare at Soaps.
Like, okay, I guess. Like, for what? Should I just lay the body inside then, I guess? Light the candles
Yeah.
somewhere nearby. Yes, he was a good colleague. I enjoyed fighting next to him. He will be missed.
Yeah, it takes about an hour or so. Let's say 1 hour and 30 minutes pass.
So we still need like 3 hours, right?
For what?
For the sacred hour.
What is the sacred hour?
It is an hour when we elves bury the dead.
Good to know.
Please, it is very important to me.
Okay. Essentially, you will end up waiting, right?
Yes, morning, I know.
Remembering. I'm just
Remembering
remembering.
Stolps. Yeah.
I'm just
Remembering
remembering.
Stolps. Yeah. No, I mean Solarius, not Stolps. I'm bad with
Not
names
a
today.
single fucking time, man. At first you, then Stolls, like, yeah, we can see, man.
Yeah.
You hear a shallow echo ringing through the rain and storms as a crier shouts, "Hear he, hear he! The king has fallen unconscious. Hear he,
Oh well.
hear he! The king has fallen unconscious."
So he's asleep, you guys.
Yeah, he is not waking up. Pretty much the king is not waking up.
They tried slapping him.
You hear a town crier. Do you go to have a chat with him? Is that what's happening?
I'm considering it, but I think I'm too lazy for that.
Pretty much the thing that is stated that the illness has become more severe as his health has worsened, and pretty much he's just sleeping and not waking.
Well,
Which
that
is
sucks.
good.
Well, anyway, we have personal matters to attend to.
I do.
It seems all that.
Do you light some candles?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
of
I
course.
did.
It's a funeral.
Yeah. As you go up the stairs essentially into the main house, you do notice some wicks. Not exactly candles, but some wicks lying around.
No wax, just wicks.
Yes. Peasant candles.
That's pointless, and I just
There's
ignore them.
where there's only the wire dipped in oil.
That's pointless. So no candles then.
Okay. You pray, you chant, I guess. What else do you do?
Armand serves a short sermon to the death goddess, thanking for her great gifts and the peace she brings into the world when the noisy people disappear from it.
But by the way, do you bury him completely into the ground?
No, he's in the hole, but not buried yet. We're waiting for
Yeah.
some secret tower that's Darrion mentioned. I don't know what that is, but guess I don't care.
Okay. As you wait, 4 hours passes in chants and ceremonies.
Uh,
Is it
Don't
time
you-
yet?
no, half an hour left. Half an hour left.
Then 20 minutes passes.
Hmm.
Like
So you had a
I
speech?
feel the sacred hour approaching. The best hour for ourselves.
Stolps impatiently grabs a handful of dirt and just starts like throwing it little by little.
Yeah, that is a good a good thought. Let us all somehow contribute to burying him. I also get a handful of dirt and throw down on Solarius.
5 minutes and 30 seconds passes.
30 seconds. Come on, dude, just tell me the sacred hour has arrived. Or do you want me
Okay, the
to
sacred-
ask for some event?
The sacred hour has arrived.
Finally. Well then, dear friends, I'm gonna do the ceremony.
Okay.
So again, I stand up, take a handful of dirt, throw it directly at Solarius' face. Not maliciously, just like casually, but aimed throw. Dear friends,
To ensure
We
his
have
mouth
gathered
is
here
open
today.
or closed.
What?
He was giving his
Is his
speech.
mouth open or closed?
Why would it be open? I mean, we were not like abusing his dead body or
Okay,
anything.
sorry. Valero, continue. Sorry.
Right. Dear friends, we gather here today to commemorate the passing of our dearly departed comrade, Solarius, a being of remarkable talents, whose prowess in arcane arts were only second to mine. His powers have often made us question whether he is truly a mortal being or something completely different. Indeed, for me it was a great mystery why a soul so dark can walk into the sun. As we stand before his broken shell, we reflect upon Solarius' illustrious career. How many times did he dazzle us with his feats? I recall the day he turned into a cockroach, a feat so befitting of his stature. It was so impressive that even I, your humble speaker, was left speechless. Though, truth be told, I found myself rather concerned when he chose to hover near my drink. This funeral would come way sooner had I given in to my compulsions that day. But let us not dwell on it. Solarius, our beloved vampire, fellow spellcaster, has left us with many memories. Like the time he bravely used his sling instead of casting anything useful. A dazzling spectacle, indeed. Who knew that a weapon so humble could achieve so much? Truly, Solarius was a marvel, a shining beacon of ranged warfare. Now, some may argue that he was not just an annoying pest to me, implying he was my rival, a competitor in our endless quest for arcane supremacy. In truth, he was much more, an unwitting accomplice in my own ascent to greatness. After all, how else would I have honed my skills without learning from his failures? It is a shame that he has now succumbed to his mortal frailties. Indeed, while I stand here bearing witness to the fleeting spark of his existence, it makes me think. You see, it is said that all creatures, even those who consider themselves invincible, must eventually face their reckoning. This, of course, only applies to beings of his caliber, not ours. So, as we bid farewell to our dear comrade, let us remember him not just for his unparalleled prowess in magic, but for the strange bond of rivalry and commandery that he fostered among us, a bond that might linger in our hearts for a time. May the gods, whom I am sure will take great interest in Solarius, take pity on his soul. And now, let us honor the memory of Solarius with a moment of silence before we bury him. That is all.
Armand starts to.
Moment of
slowly
silence.
cry. Armand can't hold in tears. Like, this is so touching.
And I think 5 hours should pass.
Yeah.
He's alive!
What?
I open up my eyes. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there dirt on my face?
It's
Wait,
moment of
Armand-
silence. Shut up.
I look around. Why am I not fucking? Who is burying me? God
I am.
damn it, Darrion! It's all you motherfucker.
Also, Solarius, you feel the stench of the dead more
That's
so
you.
than you. Invade your nostrils.
I look around. I see dead bodies.
Yep.
Were you seriously trying to bury me? Unfucking believable. After all I
You're
did for
dead.
you, Jesus fucking Christ.
You died, dude.
Wait. You meant to say that you're an abominable undead creature?
Not
Like
that he's alive.
Yeah, he's obviously alive.
He was
Oh my
dead
fucking
just a
God.
moment ago, so by definition he's undead.
So that means alive.
No, that doesn't mean alive. That means undead. It's a third state.
So if it's not dead, it's alive.
Yeah, I sit down, then stand up, start brushing dirt away from me. I will have payback for this, you motherfucker. Unalive. uh, fuck.
So
Well-
next time this happens, we shouldn't bury you.
Next time that happens, we chop off his head and drive a stake through his heart.
No, thank you. Um,
Well, that's clearly what your soul desires deeply. You might think otherwise, but that's because the death has gotten into your brain,
did
and now your
Armand,
brain dead.
I guess your character knows about vampires then, right?
Well, if our whole thing is like death worship, then probably.
what?
I guess.
Well, if we worship the death, the deity, then there is a good chance that the fucking filthy ass pretenders who uh, pretend to be in a third state that is neither alive or dead, they are basically an affront to our religion, and like, how dare you?
Well, you can choose who you worship. There are death godlings.
He chose.
Okay, cool. Well, that's not gonna fucking
So
happen
pretty
if you
much,
want.
yeah. I guess he knows that you're a vampire.
You filthy, filthy, filthy degenerate, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes, Solarius.
You say this to me after. I can't with you guys.
But that is just true. That's what our religion teaches us, and that is our traditional value. You know, not unlike the absence of traditional values that a degenerate like you would possess.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, while you were restoring yourself, the king has fell unconscious, and we heard a big bang. Theory.
Investigate theory.
Not sure how Big Bang is related to the king, but more importantly, where the fuck are we? And where? How did the fight end? We were cornering the dragon born motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was giving him chance to be captured instead of killed, and then nothing.
And then you died.
Everyone
Well, shut
died,
the fuck up.
but those two bodies of the dragon and the other the demon kind of guy, they disappeared.
What? You let them recover their bodies? Oh my
They,
god.
I mean, they just disappeared.
Well, you see, if you would be dead, I'm sure that the goddess would be a lot more favorable to us and they would be dead too. But since you choose to break the sacred bounds of death, then, well, there is evil in the world because of
Well,
you.
we can even the scales if you want and make you that instead.
I didn't choose this lifestyle. Clearly, you chose it.
Seems like you don't know much about my kind.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
anyway.
if you had any sense, you would unalive yourself.
So I guess you don't want to go see those elven milfs later on, right?
What? See, it was fine if there would be like just elven milfs, but now I'm like, maybe they're pretending that the vampires pretending to be elven milfs, and that just ruins everything. Like that's the. What if they also refuse to be dead? That's just unnatural.
You,
I
you,
see you
you,
need time
you
to process this.
Yes, you think immortal beings would do that? Avoid death?
That's a trick question.
Okay, so we might as well use the hole for something. So I just start dragging the dead, stinking bodies into the hole. Not gonna bury it,
Sure.
but it still put them all in the hole.
I
They're
guess
pretty
we
putrid.
help Solarius out of the hole.
Yeah, sure.
Do you need healing?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, then you can always kiss your own hand, kneel, and say, "Praise Solarius."
Shut the fuck up.
So next time, Solaris, if this happens, should we just carry your body away out of danger and you'll be fine after a while?
More or less.
Okay.
Then
And does it have to be intact?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe I
pretty
could
much.
just
So
carry
if
your head around. It will be easier to carry, but
No, don't do that.
wait,
Okay.
we can't take you apart into pieces and then
No.
just gather you somewhere.
No, we can take you apart into pieces if you prefer.
Why would you ever do that to me?
I don't know, you seem fond of the idea of doing this sort of stuff, so maybe you
If
like
I
risk.
die, I maybe, I plan at least to follow through with the tenets of my religion and stay dead.
Okay.
Anyway, what are we doing? So the king is unconscious but still alive, probably. Maybe the news are lying. We don't know. And those two guys might come back to us, so maybe we should attack first if we can find out where they are, or what are the plans now?
Well,
Yeah,
we
so
should confirm if
Go.
the king is alive, because him being unconscious might be psyop, misinformation.
Hmm.
If he is dead, that means we have failed this omen, and we should leave this place because it is no longer of our concern.
Right. If
Do
the
you
omen,
guys? Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
if the omen has failed, do I actually feel it? Considering I'm omen born and shit.
I think you should feel it.
As far as I can tell, the king should still be alive.
Do you
Actually,
guys have any magical means to check on the king? By still remaining invisible to others?
just a second, I'll be back shortly.
I think our dragon friend could once again locate him.
Oh. But I mean, like, maybe you can check on him without going there somehow.
Wait,
I don't know.
Armand. Let's wait for Armand.
All right.
I'm just explaining what I said before.
But yeah, pretty much on the big picture, as long as
I'll be right back.
as long as I'm not pretty much cut up into pieces, completely crushed or burnt in fire or sun, I should be able to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a bit more conditions, but they are very edge cases, so
Yeah.
we should not mention them.
I was wondering why Darrion is not doing anything. Well, I mean, there
I
was
had
nothing.
decided he should die.
I mean, there was nothing I could do. I even tried using the magic word by saying "I wish," but he was still not reacting. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, however, I am still very, very, very much injured. I'm at -19.
Aš turiu healing potion, bet.
Nah, I think I'm okay. I don't know. Like depending on what we plan to do, like I will cast a healing spell or I'll just wait because I restore 1 health each hour.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tai per kitą dieną tokiu pačiu metu jau turėsi minimum 24 HP.
Restored, yeah, but that will take me to like 5 plus 5
Oh.
because I'm not minus 19.
Minus 19. Oh.
Yeah, like literally at the edge of death. If I take 1 damage, I collapse again. Like I am bad. I'm not doing well right now.
Nenori healing potioną?
I'll just cast a spell. Okay.
Jo, healing potionai fucking ass. 50 goldo už vieną. Šiuo metu turiu 5 goldo. Kodėl mes bomžai?
Our work is not recognized by the powerful and wealthy. That's why.
Ir visi priešai, kurie mus pula, irgi bomžai, neturi nei pinigų, nieko.
Why would enemies that go to fight and probably die carry any money with them?
Bomž versus bomž. Well, the same reason as we carry gold with us.
Well, look.
Well, you're travelers. They live here.
I propose that when we solve this crisis, we go into the wilds and do some banditry.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang, right?
Yeah, Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
What did I miss?
We're planning the
Nothing.
like investment plans.
Yeah. Also,
startup solutions.
yeah. Also, I told the Vitas that basically, while I am alive, it's very, very obvious that I'm severely injured. If I take 1 damage, I'll collapse again.
As long as you're basically outed, can you at least tell us, can you heal yourself through blood or whatever?
I can actually.
Would you like me to bring you like a bum or something, a homeless person to feed on?
A bum.
Bring him a cop.
I think I'm okay for now, guys, but thank you. Thank you. We do not probably want to bring attention to ourselves. I'll just use my scant resources at hand. So
By that you mean you will leech up on us and suck our blood while we're sleeping, right?
have I ever done this before?
I don't know.
You would know.
You would know if you're being sucked on.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no. So what I do is I cast Restore Body on myself for. Oh shit! I can just do concentration, and yeah. So that's gonna be. Yeah, Restore Corpse. Sorry. So that's gonna be just 3 mana and. No modifier. Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 3 mana. And basically I'll be restoring 5 health every 6 seconds or so. So I'll just hold this until I'm full. Couple of minutes and I should be okay. A minute, whatever. Back to a whole 14.
That's your max?
Yeah. Mr. 20 something. Yeah. So yeah, while I'm sitting there and the wounds are closing up before your eyes, what do you do?
Hmm.
Well, I'll
So-
ask, like, so what's the plan then? Like, we saved the king, that's for sure. But we probably left him in a more vulnerable position than we intended to, and
Mhm.
they probably rushed him without his loyal servants around him.
Well, surely such an action would trigger some kind of consequences.
Well,
I mean, if they could have done it without consequences, they would have done it long time ago.
like not even conscious. I guess. Well, there's still gonna be the whole ball banquet thing in 5
6
days, I think.
days.
Yeah, but with current state of affairs, I don't think it will happen.
Well, unless we hear otherwise from the marshal, I guess we should expect
Right.
it to happen.
So should we
Yeah,
get
let's-
in touch with Marshall?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we
Uh,
know his hanging place or something? Like his whereabouts, where he usually is?
Most of the times in the court.
I think.
You can also roll lore, I guess.
Sure.
I'd say +2.
That's one suck.
Okay. So pretty much with the king indisposed, he's probably within the court.
Oh, it wasn't about the king. It was
Probably
about the
there's-
marshal.
Yeah, the marshal as well as the entire
Oh.
court and the people probably are within there to actually check up on the king.
Well, I convey that to the rest, and I don't know. Can we, even under the guise of still serving the core to hunt down the silencers, go in there? Like, I doubt that will fly. They can just be like,
Why
lock
not?
these guys up.
For what?
They can make up any reason. There was a
Well-
break-in, and this guy was someone that looks like this guy was detected or whatever, Like as soon as we're in the castle, we're probably fucked.
What about that messenger guy, the guard? Maybe he could relay the message to whatever his name is.
I don't remember messenger guy. What messenger guy?
Like he sent the guard to relay a message, and we were harassing that guard as well. And
sure. If only we knew where to find that person, I guess we could.
I think last time he was in that inn or something. No.
I guess Armon could request for an audience with the marshal again, and
yes,
as an official.
Since Hilarious, you have the one way to get access to the marshal might be through the barracks by requesting.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind. But thank you for clarifying.
Yes, let's do that.
I mean, wouldn't that be the same going to the barracks, like us going to the court? No.
Well, barracks would be directly under Marshal's control, so there would be less of a threat, while the court seems to be under Linda's control, so...
Oh, okay.
So basically, we need a coup in the city for the guard to overtake the palace and restore the king to his rightful place. Roger that.
Hey, Darrion. Remember the fun little disguise you gave yourself? Could you give one such disguise to all of us? And we could go as a retinue of Armand that does not look like us.
Depends if alter magic works as yesterday or as today.
As today.
No.
You can.
Oh wait, an area spell would allow
Yeah.
me to make one change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it.
Well, actually, shit. On others you could, not on me though. I'm a corpse.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Do you need a disguise?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, you look ordinary. Armand looks ordinary. It's me and Stolps who needs a disguise.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Hello,
extraordinary.
Hey. Yes, you are.
Wait, let me calculate stuff. All right. Stolps, give me a hug.
Okay. Big hug.
Big hug.
Roll damage.
Oof. Let's have souls. Opa, opa.
Tina. Devine. There
Oh,
we go.
there we go.
The system
There we
works.
The system works. Right. I turn myself into a random guard I remember from the jail. And I turn Stolps into another random guard I just saw somewhere.
Okay.
Since I did not use precise word, we are a bit off. So we're not exactly copies of them.
Okay. You are guards.
Obey
Guards
the
are you.
law.
Does this... I guess it changes clothes as well. For the simplicity's sake.
Hmm.
We go.
Yeah, in a sec. We can go. I'll just say now that I cast a spell on myself for sunlight stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
So we walk.
Today is pretty cloudy, so it wouldn't even affect you. And rainy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Right. And with my nature as yeah, that's super useful. Yeah, but I want to be ready just in case. Upcast it for a month, so I don't need to worry about it for the most part.
Yeah. You move essentially to the barracks.
While we walk, I just say to random people passing by, no lollygagging. You disrespect the law, you disrespect me. Just random stuff.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Let me guess. Somebody stole your sweet roll. You've been to the Cloud District very often.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Just human sounds.
One guard
What?
says, "Same, I've been an adventurer, but I took an arrow to the knee,"
Aren't we all?
and moves off.
You guys and your arrows and knees.
Need you, right?
Okay, you reach the barracks.
Armand, do your thing.
So Armand announces his arrival and asks for an audience with the marshal.
I guess that's your personal trait, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
think.
So they say pretty much you show not exactly the documents, but prove your nobility. They pretty much have no reason to doubt you, so they pretty much let you go inside and say, wait a bit, it might take some time since the marshal is indisposed. But he will come to you once able.
Indisposed how? Is he sick? Is he busy?
Well, he is busy, haven't you heard? The king has collapsed and is currently unconscious. So the
Yes,
marshal is there to check on his health as well as the entire court and nobility goes
yes,
to pay the king respects.
yes, we have some information that might help with that, I think. So better inform him now so he gets here as quick as possible.
Pretty much, let's say 4 p.m. passes. The guard still says it might take a while. Do you need any drinks, food, anything?
Yes, please.
Yes, bring drinks, food, because this is getting ridiculous. We're trying to save the life of your king, and instead we're stuck here. At least we can pass the time with some comfort.
6 p.m.
Is he dead or something? Is there a
Nope.
coup
Not really.
around?
8 p.m.
Mm,
And then you hear the door open up and you see the marshal enter. As he looks, he recognizes you.
Sup?
So,
So,
some of
yes,
you, essentially Armand, he looks at Solarius, and who the other two are. Guards, you can go.
Citizen?
You're dismissed.
Yes, sir.
they're actually with me. It's all a part of our operation.
Sorry, sir. I defected.
Stops with your bullshit and just get on with the thing.
Yes, sir. Stopping bullshit, sir.
I think they're getting too much into the roles. So.
Excuse me, what is happening? I'm not in a mood to joke around right now.
Yes, we have. Yes, yes. Proceed. Explain to him the situation. I've gotten you through the doors. The rest is way above
What
my.
kind of food did they bring us?
Pretty, pretty standard food found within the barracks.
My favorite.
Well, are you in mood for this pretty standard food found in the barracks, sir?
Enough. Say one more thing, and I will ask the guards to imprison you due to mutiny. Go right now.
He's just pretending to be a guard because we're under deep cover. It's fine.
Pretending? What do you mean pretending?
It's me, the elf, your dude.
Yes, that's the same companion you saw before.
And the other one?
No lollygagging.
Yes. Same with him, but he's even more into the role.
I guess
The-
the giant axe wielder.
The
Yes.
axe guy.
He
Yes.
sighs. So, what exactly do you want to talk about?
Well,
It's very relevant to this, but what happened to the king?
Well, apparently there was someone tried to assassinate him, and well, they failed, but the events led to him getting unconscious.
Well,
He's
that's
still
convenient.
alive, but
That's convenient to
he's
Linda,
alive,
isn't it?
but
Yeah, I look at Darrion questioningly.
Apsiskaičiavau, bet kur.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you might have heard, or maybe not, since it's a busy day, we've had a bit of a scuffle. Ragnaros came to visit us.
he looks it's surprised. No, I haven't heard of anything.
All right, well, they wrecked up our place pretty good. The Dragonborn guy with some agents, and there was this giant motherfucker that kicked the door in first thing in the morning.
And you turned into a demon too.
Watching at his reactions.
So he is surprised essentially. And what happened then?
Oh, we took care of them. Took them down, but I guess magic and whatnot, they have retrieved the bodies, so I expect them to be back up pretty soon.
I've
If,
tried to stop them.
however,
Well, I have no knowledge.
okay, well, it seems
I
like
have
I
I
have.
have no knowledge of any magic and how it works, so.
Yeah.
But if you say so, then I will believe it.
Wait. Do you want to mean to say that there is no like dedicated magic expert around here for all of the magical crimes that is happening?
Magic is very
There
bad.
is. He's called Ertic Mulstrong and he's a chaplain. As well as we have some mages that serve under him.
Okay. Is he implicated in the possible conspiracy?
Yeah, we already
Armand,
talked
you
this.
know
Yeah.
that he is.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Also, about the break-in, what other details do you know?
Not much. That the culprit was found near the king, tried to enact something, but he failed and simply vanished.
Think Darrion might have more details on this, or was I mistaken?
What do you mean more details? We were both there.
Shh. I'm role-playing, motherfucker.
I'm also role playing.
Oh. Okay. Shut the fuck up. just tell the guy what actually happened last night.
You see, Marshall, there are plans within plans. Even though we have agreed to one plan, you were actually manipulated by us in order to create a false narrative.
Give me the
that we will-
phrasing.
What?
Go on.
We created a false narrative that we will wait for the end of the week in order to wait for the ball, then confront the king and resurrect him. We we wanted for the enemy to prepare for that and expect no actions until then. But actually, we have teleported inside the king's chamber, and I used my most powerful spell to heal him. Before teleporting out, I planted a message into his mind that Linda Ragnarok is not to be trusted, and left. I saw him come back to his senses and stand up. I thought my spell was successful. However, apparently, Linda made her own move. That is all.
He looks surprised and confused. Wait. That would make some sense.
How so?
You see, the king looks healthier in a way. The darkness within his eyes have, well, lessened, and he looks stronger, physically at least, but simply he's unable to wake up.
So at the moment, who has control of the court?
As of the moment, Linda has the control of the court, while the chaplain is responsible for the king's health and watches over him.
Ah, so the king is not gonna recover then.
So basically, as long as this continues, nothing stops Linda from recursing the king and making
Well,
him sick again.
the only thing that could stop that would probably simply be taking care of the problem and giving king enough room to actually execute their majesty's will and get rid of the traitorous venom within their court.
Fuck yeah. Traitorous venom. Execute. I like those words. They sound great.
Though how to do that, it's another question entirely.
Now those words, they don't sound great.
Also about the events for the festival.
Yeah.
Well, I think you might understand that it has been cancelled due to
That's
the
so
worsening
sad.
of the king's health.
To be expected. However,
So what
your
are the plans now?
preparations, however, your military preparations are still in order, I expect. The festival was just an excuse to give you time to prepare for a military coup, remember?
Yeah. The soldiers are, well, prepared. At least some of the soldiers. I cannot actually talk with many of them. Only those that I can actually trust. We have found, well, we did some investigation and found some leads that lead some of the soldiers within our ranks that had monetary contributions from the Linda Ragnarok, as well as donations to the Linda Ragnarok's adoption house.
So wait, some of your soldiers are paid to serve Linda Ragnarok, while others pay to serve Linda Ragnarok. Some of your soldiers are less
Yes,
bright
both
than the
are
others.
Sorry, what did that
Both
say?
are true. Both are true. Some are just simply greedy and do it for the money, while others do it from faith in her.
So basically, she
They
has a
work
very
like
reasonable
hostess.
tiered membership program.
Well, I would say that we make our preparations.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. While King is alive,
Hmm?
Linda Ragnarok is in power, right?
He's a regent as of now.
So she has more power than before, yeah.
Don't you think that the omen is complete because the king will not die? The Ragnaros will kind of protect him in unconscious state.
Unless she figures something out.
Maybe are we sure that we can trust this to stay the case? Like if she consolidates her power, she might outright declare herself the true ruler, and I don't know, the heir, and then finish off the king. Like what was the timeline? Like I thought we were pretty early in the timeline of possible.
Less than a month was pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe she already started removing the
The
loyal.
timeline might have moved further or lower, depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
uh,
So what I'm thinking is just taking some bold action. We prepare to counter their magical nonsense. We go in with our army of our own inside, and basically just remove whatever issue is plaguing the king.
Yeah, Marshall, let's do the coup.
do the coup, do the coup, do the coup.
We probably could do it now,
While
Yeah.
Smoke
although it
and
would be
Kasash
bloody.
are a bit recovering.
Or
Yeah.
at the very least, they have used up a lot of resources to recover them.
Yeah.
You can roll lore or magic, I guess.
For
Both
what?
work
For
plus
magic?
2. Yeah,
Oh.
either lore or magic.
Okay,
into
rolling magic.
Same. Haha, I'll reroll that. There we go.
Okay. So pretty simple thing. The enemy doesn't have infinite mana, so the Smog as well as Kasash will be heavily wounded unless healed, and their mana reserves are pretty much very low if they were even able to resurrect them.
So can somebody heal me in the meanwhile? So
Not to mention that probably what is afflicting King right now is also a spell, which
Possibly,
also
yeah.
might have costed quite a bit of mana.
That's what I was suggesting, yeah.
if somebody heals me, yeah, I'm totally for using the element of surprise.
How badly are you wounded?
I'm at 2 HP.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also, reminder you have silencers.
Yeah,
Right.
that too. Like,
I heal Armand for
59.
12.
12.
is that
Okay.
6? Oh, no, that's the entire thing. Never mind.
That's my full HP. Yes, Armand looks refreshed, and Armand like, yeah, let's scoop this bitch.
How do we contact silencers? Ir tada iš po stalo silencers išlenda.
Didn't they give us
Well,
some
it's
sort
been
of
a long
name?
time, but they were using these whistles.
All right. Well then, let us get in contact with silencers, and then we start the coup.
And can you remind me, out of character, what was the objective of the silencers here?
Oh, right. We had our converging goals up until a point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They want to
Essentially,
kill the
they
king.
want to.
No. They actually want the king to not die, but they don't want him to recover either. So
Right.
if we call them in, we need to.
So the state the king is in right now, does it sound something that the silencers could have done?
Yeah, they
Yes.
would like the current state of the king, except that they don't want Linda to be in charge.
Yeah,
Oh,
Linda
okay.
right now is very much in charge, much more than was before. So they would probably not do it. So they might want to restore the order as it was. So if we say that we are if we want to remove Linda as the regent,
Yeah, and they don't know that the king is actually healed.
yeah. And if we remove her, immediately the whole thing goes away, and yeah.
Okay, so we contact silencers, tell them we only want to remove Linda and everything returns to the status quo, and ask them to take care of the mages. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
So,
Okay.
how fast can you mobilize the troops to actually get into action and start this whole thing?
In secret, we will have about, well, 10 Hussar Knights. Not a lot. But we should be able to get access into the castle without any fighting. The fighting would probably start upon Linda's Ragnarod's attention. And this could be done within the next 11 hours. Well, not exactly next 11, at 11 p.m.
That works. We would have enough time to contact our other allies to help us out.
He nods.
Guys,
So I
anything else
guess
to add?
I'll leave you with.
Okay.
I will contact my soldiers. They will stay stationed and hidden around the castle, and we will await your signal, or I will be waiting hidden within the courtyard. Well, not exactly the courtyard,
By
a
the
bit
entrance,
off
whatever.
near the entrance.
Yeah.
Essentially, he says the location where he will be awaiting for you.
Okay.
And he goes off.
Okay. Can we take 5 minutes? When I go to the bathroom and stuff. Okay.
Can continue, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
Hmm.
So I guess we try and contact silencers.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
the whistle.
you use the whistle. It takes about 30 minutes or so. You see a man pretty much approaches you. But he doesn't say anything, just stands there.
No
30
lollygagging.
minutes? 30 minutes? What if we are in a hurry? What if this is an emergency?
Well, things have gotten serious. We were attacked a few times today.
So
So
my
have
friend
we.
would like to contact the silencer customer support and make a complaint.
Well, so were we. Did you manage the attack all right?
Yes, we survived. Nothing too serious.
Well,
Some of us died, but most are alive.
well, it's our turn to strike back then. Linda Ragnarod is going down today.
How so?
She,
Tell us the details.
we're planning a coup. She has attained too much power, and from my understanding, this is bad for both you and us. And she attacked us as well. So we plan to take her down tonight.
Understood. Is there a signal of sorts? When do we move out? What's the plan?
We start at 11 p.m.
What's the target?
Linda Ragnarod
Where?
should be in the castle.
Wait.
Okay.
Maybe the target should be the chaplain.
Oh, how so?
Don't you think that perhaps he's a better spellcaster?
Why not both?
with mages on his side?
I understand. Is that what you say in character? Just out loud here or there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I imagine since they are both in cahoots, they will both be resisting. So
Yeah, why not both? Lignar Adnarod, Chaplain, any other mage that stands in your way.
Basically, we take over the castle and secure the king, right?
let
Right.
some other noble take over and restore the status quo.
Do we go all out attack onto the castle or try to go inside undetected? What's the plan?
We're
How do we
working
enter?
with the marshal. The
We
Yeah.
marshal will deliver.
The marshal said we will be sneaky, that the actual fight will only occur when we will be noticed by the Linda. Normal guards
What's
will not
inside?
attack us because, well, we also look like locals, Vendian soldiers.
So
That
yeah,
sounds like a plan better for less people than more.
Why?
well, what we're thinking is that support of a few of your elite agents infiltrating the castle and entering the fight at the right moment might turn the battle, and it would help both of our interests. Because the situation has become untenable, as of today's situation might suggest to you as well, I think.
Here's the idea. We will give you 10 silencers to go with your squad. The other 10, both mostly archers, will stay behind, keep watch so that no one enters the castle.
So no one interferes. Sure.
Yes.
Going to look to others?
Mm,
Any objections?
I don't
Mm.
understand what's going on anyway.
We will kill some assholes, maybe.
Yeah, I
So
got that part, so I'm just waiting till we get there. But
we don't kill silencers because right now they're our
Hmm,
allies, and we need them to shut off the mages because the mages are annoying, as you might have noticed.
very annoying.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All right. Well, sounds like a plan. We are planning to move towards the castle just before 11.
Good. We will await your signal. May the emperor's will guide us. And
No
he moves
lollygagging.
out.
We still look like the guards, right?
Yes.
Yes.
For how long?
For a day.
Uh,
If you
or,
maintain
or until touched by
concentration,
silver. But yeah.
Yeah, well, they will expect me teleporting stulps to them. Little do they know that the lowly guard that I will teleport to them is stulps.
Okay. So, do you plan to get anything until then, or you await the 11th hour?
Hey,
Not like
look at you.
there's not much we can get since we don't really have enough gold to get anything.
actually, yes. Armand would like to go to a potion shop and shop for like bipolar disorder medication. That would make
The potion shop owner almost pretty much right before closing. He looks at you, puts his hand. He says, I'm sorry, but there is no medicine for such things.
for like the
But
mind matters. Are you kidding me? Like you can heal wounds, you can like restore body, and you can do all kinds of shit, but you can't help me with like the fact that I'm really depressed right now.
Mind is a fickle thing.
Yeah, fucking mages do brainwashing and whatever. Like this is bullshit.
I know, right? My wife died from dementia.
That is horrible. Like seriously, you have no idea what could help me. Like for all you know, I might be saving the land. I might be an epic hero, and all is that is stopping me is my fucking depression at the moment.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hmm.
If you want to grab a beer, I would welcome you.
Don't you know that beer is an alcohol and therefore a depressant?
Well, it helps from the depression and helped me.
You look depressed as fuck.
Aren't all potions made from alcohol?
Yeah,
Therefore, all
Yeah.
potions are depressants.
yeah.
So what do you say? Want to grab a drink?
Tell me, is there like some kind of specialist around that I might see about it? No?
That can solve it in like oh wait, 11 p.m. So we have like 2-3 hours. Like that's all we have. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
all I need is fucking magical amphetamines. That should do the trick.
Is there something
Look,
like
look, Armand.
Hmm.
Do you want to be cured from your madness?
is that a question?
Yes, that
Uh,
is
that's
the question.
I
How?
know what's about to happen, but also I'm not sure if it would work. But okay.
How?
Is
Uh,
that something you wish, Armand?
you have a
Is
wish
it
granter.
something you wish?
How would that work?
It's just a question if you wish
Yeah.
to be cured
Well,
of your madness.
remember that little voice in your head? It will get louder, but you won't have mood swings.
Okay.
How much entropy do you have right now, by the way?
I think shitloads.
I
3?
think 3 or something.
Ah, well, it could be worse. 3 is okay, I guess. Oh, it got reduced from the higher levels, so we're gonna go up to 4, I guess.
Okay.
Right. Well then, let's fix you after a battle, or do you really want to be fixed before battle?
See, I'm not sure that I'm surviving this one. So actually managing to hit anything without being too depressed to do so would be a nice before the battle. Because afterwards I think I'll figure something out. So
Well,
like chop chop.
well, you
If
see,
you're speaking, the alchemist says, if you're speaking about voices, maybe you're possessed. You probably should seek a Holy Spirit.
a Holy Spirit. Do you know where we can find one?
There are legends of Holy Spirits inhabiting the mountains atop.
Okay, let's leave that for later. Sure, fine.
Yeah,
I
because
guess
I feel that if I try this right now, it will end badly for me. So I want
that
to.
is my problem. How?
Okay,
Fair
I
enough.
will not grant your wishes.
Wait,
You know,
wait. That's your
usually
whole
I do this
thing.
for money. Usually I do this for money. I do this for a living, and I offered you for free.
Okay, but you didn't offer it for free. You offered it for free, like after some time, and I will be unlikely to survive what's coming next. So, I don't know.
Okay,
Um,
let's try
so
something different.
essentially, you hear a
Come
What?
to me
you hear a
after an
whisper.
hour.
Armand, you hear a whisper. It needs to happen now. Beg him, do anything, but it needs to happen now.
Now, that
Let him
voice,
do it.
that voice you just mentioned says that it has to happen now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Look, I'm gonna go to a secluded place, and I'm gonna stay there alone for 1 hour. Once I come back, I'm gonna have a chat with your voice. Is that okay?
Mm, it feels like you guys are planning to decide this away from myself, and that's just eesh. But yes, I guess.
The voice says, make him do it now. No questions asked.
But the voice is really
Make
convinced that it needs to be done now. So like very sure about it. No other options presented.
I'll figure something out with that voice after an hour.
But the voice wants now.
Too bad.
Oh well. I guess.
I-
I guess if you both can't like Mama and Papa can't come to an understanding, I will have to go into battle without this fucking bullshit, and I will be
your head
very sad about it.
your head starts to hurt as the voice within your head repeats now, 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 now,
Well,
now,
now both
now,
of you gave me
now,
a headache. I will go
without
crawl up
stopping.
into some hole, curl up into a ball, and cry.
Make him do it now. Force him to do it now.
Mm,
On repeat without stopping.
fucking
Hurt
annoying
him.
bullshit. I'm a fucking noble. You don't order me around. And
Pretty
that's
much you get -1 morale unless you make him do it now.
well, -2 morale or -1 morale?
One -1
-3.
additional morale.
-3 morale or -2 morale is not such a big difference. So yes, at that point, Armand actually finds some kind of hole, gets crawls into it, curls up into a ball and starts crying.
Um. Yeah. Dansa, if I cast a restore mind spell to alleviate the effects of for the duration of the spell of the disorder, would that work?
Alleviate the effects of the disorder. Do you mean the voice or the
The bipolar disorder, yeah.
what? Bipolar.
So basically, just so that he doesn't get that -2 morale. That's all.
I guess that's possible, yeah.
Okay.
For
Let
as
me.
long as the spell is active.
Yeah. Well, let me check if I can afford that, but yeah, maybe I can help. I'm very poor mana-wise, but maybe I can help.
That would be really
Why
nice.
do you say that?
Of course, as long as the spell is active, it will be impossible for him to gain bonuses as well.
What was that?
As in, I'm not getting the
As
plus
long
2
as the
bonus.
spell is active and you pretty much remove the consequences of bipolar disorder,
Yeah.
you also will remove benefits
Oh yeah, I
that
understand
might
that.
come from it in the
Oh
future.
yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
Also, Armand, make a note of that because you will be the one responsible to remembering that.
Mm.
Since Silver can instantly remove it as well.
Oh my god. Five mana?
There's-
I have 8 mana. Dude, I don't think I can afford this.
Well, start sucking then.
Is Armand actually useful in battle even with those plus dice?
Yes.
I'm
Maybe.
more concerned with actual healthcare of Armand for in the long run, not for this battle.
I think the cost of that of the 5 mana right now is too much for me, because I only have 8. So
Cheap assholes.
I'll be completely helpless in combat myself if I do this. But so here's this though. Once the combat starts, if I manage to get more mana, I'll heal you up immediately.
I have one of those fancy potions of you, of healing. Like I was planning to take it anyway.
Oh
so-
no, I meant the mental disorder thing. I just need more mana. That's all.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. Armand continues crying.
Now, force him if you have to.
Oh, shut the
Curse
fuck
him
up.
if you have to.
I'm too depressed to heal anyone at this point. Also, thanks to you, motherfucker, I barely can hit my own shadow with the wooden log.
-3 to everything sucks. Anyway,
+2 to everything. Awesome.
yeah.
Anyways, 11 p.m. approaches.
Does anyone
Are
do
we
anything
there
before
yet?
then? Yeah, are we there yet? Okay, cool. Valera, you
11 p-
no. Valera wanted to do something for an hour and then come back. So
Right.
Okay.
for that,
Valera?
Yes. I go in seclusion and I start meditating on my inner entropy inside me. And basically, I do the Void Elf culture thing. I raise my entropy to 4 for 1 day. Actually, for 3
Okay.
days. For 1 day, I'll get morale plus 4.
Okay.
I should be hearing voices now. Well, at least after an hour.
Let me check entropy table. What exactly you hear?
with 3 you already hear the voices. But yeah.
You are with 4, right?
Yes.
Where's the entropy? There's so many notices of entropy that
115,
finding it
page
can be a
115.
bit.
Page 115.
Then down, 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 down. Wow. Entropy 4. Madman personal trait. What's the madman of yours personal?
I don't get
During
madman.
any encounter. Okay. Okay, so check on the madman personal trait. It might be actually,
I don't get
reason.
madman personal trait as a void elf.
Oh, okay. Now, what would the voice want from you?
If it's the same voice.
It's probably a different voice.
How many voices?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay. I come to Armand. I do transfer mind on him.
to resist?
Mm, I'm thinking about it.
Okay,
Well-
think about it.
Let's say that. I actually want you to tell me what the fuck you're planning.
I'm planning to talk with the voice inside you to leave you alone, at least for today, and maybe make a deal to leave you alone forever.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, what is happening?
Well, I'm waiting.
Kotsa? You with us?
Okay. Yes, I'm with you, but I'll write to Valera.
Okay.
Whisper.
If you want, we could, for example, deafen ourselves, and you could shout and just then wave us.
Nah, I already messaged him.
Okay.
Okay. So about the almond,
What exactly you transfer mind?
I transfer my mind into Armand, and I call out
Okay.
to the voice inside Armand's body, mind, soul, whatever.
Okay. You can do that.
Hello?
Moshi Moshi.
Yeah,
It,
mushi
it
mushi,
doesn't say
Darrion
anything.
Detsu.
You feel like the voice is listening to you, but it doesn't speak to you.
So what do you want? What do you want, man? What do you want? You want Armand? You want his body? You want his soul? Take it. Come on.
I want his soul. I want your soul.
Mine is already taken.
I want
Okay,
everyone's soul.
you want like 100 of Armands?
All of it.
1,000?
All of it.
You know, there is a number I can reach before overstepping on another old god's territory, and he's not gonna be happy with you.
That is of no concern. All of
Hmm.
it.
Well, you'd say all of it, but you do understand that you'll get none of it if that's the number you want. I'm offering you some of it. So what is the sum?
Let's start with Armand.
Let's
Turn
start
him.
with Armand. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Like, when do you want Armand and in what form?
That is for me to decide.
Hmm.
Corrupt him. Corrupt
Okay.
him.
Okay, I can do that. I can corrupt him. I can give him all the entropy you need. But let's talk about the price. I'll give him 1 entropy by the end of the week. But by the end of the week, he will have no mental ailments that you cause.
He says, how about I leave him alone for a week, restoring his sanity. But once that ends, he will regain it all at the end of the week, as well as gain the entropy that you suggest.
And just hypothetically speaking, let's say I don't keep my end of the bargain.
You will.
Mm-hmm. Can I bring Armand's mind into this conversation? Because technically I'm inside Armand. Hey,
Well, that was a sentence.
The voice blocks allowing you to put Armand's voice. You will. We will make a pact.
But can I have your name?
No.
Well, usually I want people to lead me to a fine dinner and introduce themselves before they fuck me over.
Things like that have to wait, especially with someone that has that serves another.
So, am I in this conversation or am I not
No.
in this? Okay, sure.
Darrion does just whatever the fuck he wants.
I will leave him for 1 week. After the end of the week, you will give him 1 entropy, and I will return just as I was before. If you fail this deal, then your soul will perish.
And there is no additional requirements other than the ones that you have voiced, right?
Well, of course, you won't be allowed to heal him.
Heal him how?
Removing said entropy. Removing said powers with your spells. With
I
God
don't think
issue.
I don't think I am able. I don't think anyone is able.
I think you just made a discovery.
Well then,
Now
if that
the question
if that is your
because the god should pretty much the voice you're speaking with. What's your plan?
is this in
Out of
character
character.
or out?
Out of character, what's your plan? Because the
My
god
plan
would
is to
probably
do
know it.
everything the old god has said, and when the deal is done, I'll just splash some holy water on Armand.
Okay. He doesn't say anything about holy water essentially, but he says that's pretty much the deal. Bring him closer to entropy.
So does this count as a dark pact or just one-off deal?
It's a one-off deal, it's not a dark pact.
Can I have your name?
No.
Can I have the name of the thing inside me?
I think you might know who's inside of you.
Oh, come on. There's a perfect opportunity to fuck over your competitor. Just tell me his name.
Thus is not saying anything because he doesn't know.
I didn't plan for you to do this. Well, he is let's just say a dark observer.
Well, that's lame.
Look, Donsa, we can
No,
do this.
actually, this is fine. It's
No.
better than the Beast or Karna. Those
Well,
suck.
Well, also what we could do is like you could take a look at the specific ones in more detail and tell
Or
us after the session if you want.
Okay, I think it's fair enough. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah,
Which one would you prefer?
What do you mean?
the beguiler.
Again,
Dark
out of
observer.
character, right? Dark Observer or Soul Eater is fine.
Then it's the dark observer.
Okay. Well then, that is the end of this conversation, I guess.
He simply dissipates. And Armon, your mind completely clears from all the voices as well as all the signs, as if nothing was ever there.
Well, great. Now we have no idea what the fuck is going to happen.
What?
Didn't you want this?
He cast a spell and your voices disappeared. That's what happened.
I guess that is something of an upside, yes. Have you ever known me to be an optimist about such things?
Okay, look,
But
Armand.
yes,
Look, Armand.
yes,
The voices will be quiet for 1 week.
great.
Do you know what will happen after 1 week? I'm gonna corrupt you. I'm gonna corrupt you so hard the voices will come back and they will be louder.
Considering that both of us survived this night,
But, but, Armand, this is a process. You don't put a cast on your broken arm and remove it after 1 day because it didn't help. It is a process. It is a healing process. First, we bargain with the old god, and then we strike a deal that he will leave you alone.
that sounds incredibly stupid, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay, I'll take that answer as trust enough.
Mm. Well, I do we have some time for me to get some good sleep before the, just to enjoy it?
The whole thing should start in like an hour.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sad now.
Okay. So pretty much 20 or 10 minutes left
Yeah.
before the entirety.
So yeah, the thing is though, do we want to do this encounter this evening, start this late, or do we do this next week?
Please no.
Up to you.
Please know what.
Don't start it today. I mean, I don't think if we start it, we're not gonna finish it for an hour or so.
Sure.
And I have work early tomorrow.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm asking. And this seems like it's gonna be a big thing happening. So do we want to do something else, or do we want to stop here for tonight?
Let's stop here for tonight. Seems very.
Let's play some games. Joking, of course.
Okay.
Scribble.
Any XP for tonight?
You fought well, so 3 XP.
3